Vesteria is a Roblox MMORPG that has existed since 2019. Part of the reason why its niche player base has persisted is because of its in-game functional economy, based around a trading hub called the Nilgarth Marketplace and the soon-to-be global marketplace. So, what if you crash it? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the money farm to end all money farms, the platmaxxing guide. Now, before we begin, I'll be splitting this video into two parts. The first part will be about the solo method, and the second part will be about the alt account method. Now, if you're fairly new to this game, I recommend starting off on the solo method, and then eventually building enough alt accounts to do the alt account method. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. So first let's have a look at the solo setups build. Right here, I have a XX Warlock with the XX title, Lucky Drip, Wicked Witch Robes, Seaward Boots, Tombstone, Jade Staff, and Powerball. Luck will be the most important factor in this build, which is why we're running Lucky Drip, Jade Staff, and the XX title. This will give us an extra 40% luck, which will increase the chances of mobs dropping items by 40%, and that will be your main source of income. Additionally, we also want some fortune as well, as this will affect the mush coin drops from mobs, which is why we're running Seaward Boots, as well as optionally a Powerball. This is quite expensive, so it is optional. As well as that, we have a Tombstone for an extra AoE damage option, as well as Wicked Witch Robes, which will increase our crit as well as, most importantly, our ability radius. Now, the robes are the least important in this build, so this can be replaced with anything such as Soul Minister's Robes, Chain Loom, Robes of Balance, etc. As well as that, you can also replace the Lucky Drip with Decrepit Hat for the extra ability radius in case Lucky Drip is too expensive. So let's have a look at the stats and skills. You can use either a Cleric, Sorcerer, or a Warlock, but personally I would recommend a Warlock, due to its survivability and AoE damage. So as for stats, we're running 10 Strength and 10 Dex for the perks, for First Strike and the 15% Fortune, as well as 90 Vit for survivability, as well as the rest into Int for extra damage. So let's have a look at the skill books for each of them. For Magebook, we have Zap with 4 Jolt and 3 Fork, Pure Mana Bomb with 2 Nova and 3 Expansion, and Thundercore with 3 Tempest, 3 Chain, and 1 Surge. As for Warlock, we have 7 out of 7 into Dark Pulse, a Desecrate with 4 Desolate and 3 Domain, Blood Plague with 2 Hemoplague and 3 Pestilence, and 4 out of 5 Pillage Vitality. Optionally, you can use 5 out of 5 Pillage Vitality and 3 out of 3 Dark Ritual, simply take the points out of Dark Pulse. Hello there, NXGYun here. The following clips have been made a couple months ago before the following lure changes have been made, so after this, expect lures to be actually 50% better than what the clips entail. So now let's get into the setup. We're going to be using monster lures as our main method of farming, and the location for farming will be here at Dragon Monks. Right here, on this platform where Dragon Monks will spawn, we will place down lures. Each lure will spawn 500 enemies, and the main goal is to collect as many drops as we can from them. So I'm going to be starting off on 0 bronze, and here is my inventory before. And we're going to drop 1 lure, and we'll see how much we make. Alright guys, so that was 1 lure. As you can see, it's still going, but nothing's spawning. That means we've hit the 500 mob cap. So we've earned 1.2 gold off our fortune, as well as 12 Dragon Monk garments, over a stack of Dragon Silk, and this many Jade tokens. So if we sell all of this, So our total comes down to 9.9 gold, almost 10. You could have combined those J tokens fragments to J tokens to sell for double the amount, or you could go to marketplace and sell them for 12 gold a stack. So, but that's the minimum amount you can make from this, 9.9 gold per lure. Now, quick disclaimer, monster lures, the way to get them is through the ether shop, either 3 monster lures per 400 ether, or through the player marketplace and just trading for it. The current market price for monster lures is 7 gold, so you won't be making too much money off the solo method. But this is the bare minimum you will make because no giants appeared in that entire lure, which will give you curse scrolls. Now on top of curse scrolls, you also have pristine mods and possibly even legendary mods which sell for even more. Okay, now there is another spot that you could farm for the solo method, and that is through the hags. If you won't come to Whispering Dunes and come over to this wall, on this side of the wall you will see this area right here. This area spawns hags and they will drop a lot of things. And this is the second best area to lure as of right now. So same deal with before, here's the before, and I'm gonna place a lure and see how much we get. Quick disclaimer, there is also a respawn point here, so if you die, you will respawn right here. So that is the entire lure done, and this is my inventory. Wow, quite a lot of stuff. So I'll be going and just vendoring through all of this. Okay, so the grand total comes to 14.5 gold for this lure, which includes selling all of the miscellaneous stuff as well. Now this place does earn more than the Dragon Monk garment place, however, it is also much riskier. As you've seen in the montage, I've died several times over. But shout out to Corson AVR for finding out about this spot. As well as that, you could vertical blink up to those ledges right there, such as like this. Using a sorcerer, drain down most of the abilities from above the lure spot, so it's much safer if you're on a sorcerer. Now you could also use a ranger in this perch spot, and it will work just as well as a sorcerer would. I won't go through the build on this video, but you can also check out my written guide, which is linked in the description below, on the official Discord. Additionally, if you use a pet, as well as having a flying mount, you could just go slightly above the lure spot and have your pet pick up everything for you. So you won't be able to die using this method. So for this part you will need a way to control multiple accounts like a Roblox multi-instance manager. Something like BlueStacks or MumuPlayer, as they will have their own built-in macros. This will allow you to spam abilities on each account without having to go through them all. Personally, I use MumuPlayer, and the links for BlueStack and MumuPlayer will be in the description. If you want a video, it will be coming soon, and once it's out, I will be linking it into the info tab in the top right corner of the screen. Once you're set up, then you can move on to the next part. Alright, so in order to do this, what you want to do is to have your ults set up so that they can spam abilities in a specific area. You want to put them in this area where the hags spawn, just like in the previous section. And now you want to have them sit closer to a corner here and then have them spam their abilities. So once they're in a position just like this, with all of their kits ready just like this, what you want to do is simply just place a lure in this corner. Okay, so now that they're in position just like this, you just want to keep farming them until the lures have fully ended. Well, that was quite unlucky. We didn't manage to get through all 500 enemies because the lure was placed quite close to the wall. You want to avoid that, so maybe place it a bit further away from the wall so the spawn rates are increased. Other than that, there were no giants, which were also the main source of income for this method. If I go out and check all my accounts, this account wasn't on, unfortunately. Here is the loot on every account. Most of your revenue will come from the giants because scroll prices are ridiculous right now. Outside of that, you should expect around 250 gold an hour just from vendoring these hag drops, and then the rest of your revenue will depend on the amount of scrolls you will get, but I will flash the numbers on screen now. So that will be the end of the video. If you have any more questions, you can always head to the official Vesteria Discord and go into my guide post and ask away. But for now, please leave a like and subscribe. See ya!